Supporters are the core of any football club. Brazilian fans are famous for their passion, participation, and getting behind their team. In the past few years, clubs here in Brazil have come to realise the importance of bringing the supporters into the fold. This has been reflected in the growth of setups that are economically more stable. And the situation has also improved thanks to the growing number of modern stadiums with good attendances. The best example of this is Internacional, where the Porto Alegre team has the most club members in Brazil.
Inter began this project in 2002 when we had 6,000 members, because we understood that if you increase the club revenue, the team will be stronger and will be able to go into competitions with force. As well as have balanced earnings, we reached 100,000 in 2009 and today we are at 104,000. When Inter got to 45,000 members in 2006, we won the Libertadores and the World Cup. From there on, Inter have at least won one title per year. Inter has members in every Brazilian state and in 32 foreign cities. We have people spread out in 1,570 cities around the world. It's an expressive number and the biggest membership in Latin America. The initial goal was 100,000 members by 2009, and our second one is to have 200,000 by 2020. We should, by the end of 2014, have $32.5 million of income, exclusively from monthly membership dues. And our projections for next year is to surpass the $40 million mark.
According to a major UK football magazine, Grêmio and Internacional are part of the top 10 rivalries in the world. Inter's success off the pitch no doubt prompted their neighbours to invest in a programme to increase their membership.
The rivalry between Inter and Grêmio and Inter is more than 100 years old. We may have in Brazil today the strongest rivalry in relation to clubs. We have a city with a population of 1.5 million, with 2 high-level stadiums. Our plans began in 2005. Grêmio has around 70,000 active members. Grêmio has the idea of passing $25 million of income with the members this year. This is around 25% of our annual budget.
But this development is not limited to the south of the country. While Inter and Grêmio lead the way, Cruzeiro, Corinthians and Palmeiras are beginning to increase their numbers. For the directors, it's clear that owning modern stadiums with a decent capacity has become an important factor in the increase and retention of club members.
When the club owns the stadium, you can have events to bring benefits, define ticket values, or give discounts without having to ask or getting anybody involved. In the 90s, we had an average of 14,000 per game. The following decade, it went up to 17,000. And now with the new stadium, our average is 25,000 per game.
Palmeiras have enjoyed the best increase in membership this year. The success of the Avante Partner Supporter Program was given a huge boost by the recent construction of the club's state-of-the-art arena.
I think our membership program tends to grow at the Allianz Park, because we will be able to offer many advantages for who is part of Avante, especially in priority when buying tickets. We inherited it with 8,700 members. Today we have more than 50,000.
The club that's really enjoying the fruits of this relationship is Cruzeiro. In 2011, the Foxes had just 3,000 members. Last year, when they won the Brasileirão, this figure jumped to 46,000. As the success on the pitch continues, the club is expected to have 70,000 fans on board by the end of the season. Flamengo claim to be one of the biggest clubs in the world. and the Rios side of a massive income from image rights and merchandise sales.
Clubs like Flamengo and Vasco don't just have football. They have other attractions. We don't. Here at Grêmio, it's a football club. There's nothing else but our sport. So here you feel football. You search and live it. That is why we have to give more to those who love the game.
But to achieve this level of success, Brazilian clubs have had to look abroad for inspiration.
Barcelona with their 100,000 members, Portugal's Benfica with a lot of associates as well, are two clubs we look up to. We bring ideas from them, but customize it to Brazil.
The knowledge that some clubs acquired whilst running their projects is also being shared.
We normally get visits from various clubs in Brazil and overseas. People from Independiente of Argentina were here talking to us this year. Cruzeiro and Atlético also came by.
But it's not just the big guns that are trying to put themselves on a better financial footing. Even Minnows, Chapecoense, are getting in on the act. When the team's membership scheme started in 2007, Chape's plans were limited to the home state of Santa Catarina. Chapecoense earned promotion from the 4th to the 3rd division in 2009. Three years later, they broke into Serie B, and last season went one step further and they climbed into the top flight of the Brasileirão.
We wanted to reach our goal of 12,000 members by the end of this year, especially due to the capacity of our stadium, which is 19,300. Last year in the second division, we had a revenue of $4.6 million, and in the first division, $13.5 million.
But without an administration that's hoping to put the club on a solid footing, and with the support of the fans in the region, the Santa Catarina outfit remain confident of the future.
Chapecoense staying in the first division will just solidify our work in these last few years. With this responsibility, I believe that in 4 or 5 years, Chapecoense can be a big team in Brazilian football.
After seeing the success around Brazil, more teams are setting up schemes to reach out to loyal fans.
Men will exchange women. He will change his religion, political views. There are even guys changing their sex. But you will not change the team you like.
The results could benefit Brazilian football as a whole, with even tougher championships played out in front of stadiums that bring in supporters in greater numbers.